Clinical somatic movement will help your body to actually unwind tension throughout your day, not just when you get to bed, but throughout your day, which in turn allows you to then get towards the evening, get towards bedtime, and your nervous system is thinking, I feel safe to sleep. I feel it's absolutely safe to sleep in this situation. Hello and welcome back. Now, if you're watching this on the Total Somatics YouTube channel, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and press the notification bell. So whenever I release an episode, you find out very quickly. And also just to remind you, if you haven't looked at it already, I have a TEDx talk on YouTube. So if you go to the search bar in YouTube and you put in TEDx Heidi Hadley, you can watch my talk, which is on the subject of pandiculation. So if you do, please give me a thumbs up and share it and put a comment in the bar below. I'd really appreciate it. Okay, so let us discuss our subject today, which is all about sleep. Very, very important. I don't know about you, but I love my sleep. So I know how important it is, and I want to share some information and give you a resource to take away too today. So sleep's really important, and a lot of people talk about like all sorts of things to do with sleep. However, what I want to discuss today is not about shutting off and just getting off to sleep. But the crucial bit is how we prepare your nervous system for rest, not sleep, but for rest before we get to sleep. This is what's really important. I hear so many things. I pick up these magazines, flick through them. They're always giving these bits of advice about getting off to sleep. But what they're missing is about actually teaching your nervous system how to rest before you get to sleep. Now, let me unpack this so you know exactly what I'm referring to here. You see, many people go to bed, and when they go to bed, they're lying there with tight jaws. Their abdomen, their belly muscles are tight. They're clenched, really, really tight. They've got tense bum cheeks, and they might have quite restless legs. And what's happening is their nervous system state is telling them that they're in a highly stressed situation. They're not ready to sleep. They're hypervigilant because their nervous system is interpreting the situation, from lots of sensory cues, such as clenched jaws, clenched abdomen, clenched buttocks, that they're ready to run, flee, or fight some impending danger or a predator. So remember, your nervous system is picking up sensory cues all the time. It's sensory information it takes, and then it perceives the world around you from that information. And so that's where we need to look at what's the state of your nervous system like? Is it feeling rested and regulated? Because no amount of sleeping tablets or other sort of different techniques are going to help unless throughout the day we are managing the state of our nervous system leading up to bedtime. And this is where clinical somatic movement will help your body to actually unwind tension throughout your day, not just when you get to bed, but throughout your day, which in turn allows you to then get towards the evening, get towards bedtime, and your nervous system is thinking, I feel safe to sleep. I feel it's absolutely safe to sleep in this situation. Because remember, if you're in a highly vigilant, highly stressed state because you think something is about to chase you or you need to defend yourself, the last thing your nervous system is going to do is think, let's have a little sleep. Let's just rest here. It is on hyper alert. So that's why we need to manage our nervous system state throughout the day, not just when we get to bedtime. But you see, if we're managing it throughout the day, then when we get to the evening, we can then create a very simple clinical somatic movement routine. And when we do that, what it's going to do is reduce cortisol level. It's going to lower our heart rate. It's going to create a better depth and quality of breathing. So we'll have this deeper quality of breath. And then what that allows you to do is improve sleep onset and the duration, because that's another key thing is sometimes early in the morning you may wake up and then you can't get back off to sleep. It's often to do with your adrenals and the cortisol levels and everything's pumping because you're highly stressed. So can you see it's about improving sleep onset and duration? So let me share with you this free resource. And what I'd encourage you to do is maybe use it at bedtime. However, use it at different times throughout the day. And then once you get used to that resource, maybe you could do little mini versions away from the audio. And that means you're just keeping a lovely regulated state throughout the day within your nervous system. So this free resource, if you've got a pen and paper ready, the resource is totalsomatics.com/regulate. totalsomatics.com/regulate. And if you have a look there, you can sign in and then you can receive that free resource there. If you put some headphones in, listen to my cues, this is a fantastic way to start regulating your nervous system. And remember, a good night's sleep, it's going to start long before bedtime. We need to train your body to rest deeply. And we can do this with total somatics techniques. Remember, it's about creating a resilient, flexible nervous system, creating a greater bandwidth, because for the vast majority of the public, people are living in a highly stressed state. And as a result of that, they get exhausted. I mean, people need coffee. How many people need a coffee to get started in the morning? That tells us a lot about the state of our adrenals, for instance. If we need a coffee to get started in the morning, we're already very exhausted, very tired. And of course, that's going to then start to mess around with our circadian rhythm or our sleep patterns at different times of the day. So again, let us look at how we can use all of these innate properties, these natural properties within our beautiful soma, so that it'll allow us to have this somatic sleep, a very healthy sleep pattern that we can create. So I'd love for you to join me in the Total Somatics membership, because that's everything that I approach here is clinical somatic movement. We look at mindset and mindfulness techniques. All of this together helps to create a daily awareness practice. And then from this, that is again helping to prepare you for your sleep and your bedtime routine. So to learn more, if you go to totalsomatics.com, click on the Join Now page, and you can leave all your details there. And whenever I open the membership doors, you will be the very first to find out. But until next time, I'm going to send you all my love, all my very best wishes. Take care. See you soon. Bye. Thank you for joining me today. If you've enjoyed this episode, please leave a rating and also forward this on to somebody you know will benefit. To learn more about pain relief, plus how to improve your health and well-being, go to totalsomatics.com. Until next time, take care.